carting her out. Hi, it's me. It's Emily. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you're here. I wanted to start spicing up my monthly TBR videos. So last month I did Instagram Blindly Chooses my TBR, and this month I'm going to do the good old TBR jar. So I'm just cutting them out now. I think I have a few original prompts on here. Some I've mixed and matched from like other videos that I've watched. I just think this is such a fun way to do it because there's some choice, I feel like, still with it. My reading the past few months has been not as frequent as it usually is because I've been traveling a lot and I've been working a lot more than I usually do. That said, I'm reading like 5 or 6 books a month. Like, it's not horrible, but I'd like to get it up to like 7, 8, 9 really. So I am going to pick 6 books today for my TBR just because I think setting realistic goals for yourself, it allows you to win in life. And everybody loves a winner. Oh shit. A few weeks ago, I would say now, I did kind of a pretty awesome book haul. I got a lot of the books on this cart. Oh, I got Powerless. This was the one book in my book haul that had not arrived yet. It's here. I'm excited about it. Yeah, like I got the Crescent City books. I got a lot of books down here. Yeah, I've been reading a lot of fantasy. I read ACOTAR. I read Throne of Glass, except I still have to read Kingdom of Ash, the last one. And I just kind of have been taking a break and just not doing series for a little bit, just to whiz through a few like one-off books, I feel like, to get my momentum back a little bit. Okay, so let's do it. So I'm gonna pick 6. A little jar. Thumbnail! First prompt is a book by an author I've never read before. I can't really see the whole cart, can you? Is that good? So the first prompt is a book by an author I've never read before. There's a lot of authors I haven't read before. Let's see. I would love to read, honestly, Practice Makes Perfect. Sarah Adams. I don't think I've read her before, so this is an option. I've read Emily Henry. I would also love to read The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston? I'm gonna go with, this is such a short book. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Practice Makes Perfect, I think, because this book is really known to be like quite the palate cleanser, which is kind of what I am in the market for. I think this is the first one. This is 2023. When in Rome is 2022. Oh, so maybe When in Rome is the first one. Shoot. Never mind. I'm not reading Practice Makes Perfect. I'm reading When in Rome. So Amelia Rose is burned out from years of maintaining her public image as pop princess Ray Rose. Inspired by her favorite Audrey Hepburn film Roman Holiday, she drives off in the middle of the night for a break in Rome, Kentucky, that is. Running the pie shop his grandfather left him, Noah Walker, is busy enough as it is, but after finding Amelia on his front lawn in her broken down car, he decides to let her stay in his guest room on a very temporary basis, of course. As the two of them grow closer, Noah starts to see a new side to Amelia. Kind-hearted and goofy, yet lonely from years in the public eye, Amelia may have to go back to her other life someday, but for now she's perfectly happy falling in love with the cozy small town she's found herself in, and her grumpy tour guide isn't half bad either. So it's very, like, Hallmark movie. I love, as I've said when I hauled this book, just like the trope of famous city gal goes to a small town and learns so many valuable lessons. We love that. Time for prompt 2. A book purchased within the past 2 months. Well, that's really easy because I just went on a book haul. So I got the Naturals series, which I do want to read. I'm not sure if I want to start the series quite yet. I also want to read Cruel Prince. Part of me is like, do I want to do Powerless? Because that's just like a one-off book, but it seems a little bit like I also do kind of need a bit of a break from fantasy, and I want to finish Kingdom of Ash first, I think, before I dive into any more fantasy. Oh, and then there's My Dark Vanessa too, which I also got in my book haul. It's a pretty harrowing book, honestly. Do I do it? I think I might do it. It's basically about this girl who had a relationship with her English teacher when she was 17, and then I think it alternates between 2 time periods, if I'm not mistaken, between 2000 and 2017, at like the height of the Me Too movement, where now she's like older, and there's like a girl that comes out and says that like this teacher assaulted her, something like that, and so it's just her kind of like battling with like how she's gonna handle it, if she's gonna like involve herself with it. Trigger warnings for this for sure. It's getting cold out. I'm ready to be depressed. Let's do it. My Dark Vanessa. So that's number 2. This is book number 3. A book written before 2016. Okay. Wonder if House in the Cerulean Sea. Oh, 2020. God, I don't know. Let me tell you what I mean. There's no way this is 2021. No way. No way. Oh my god. Okay. Well, this was published in 2021, so never mind. I feel like The Natural's actually... I know it's probably not 2016, but I know it's older than... Oh, it's 2014. 2013. You know what? I'm gonna start this. This just looks like it's the quickest book literally known to man. Like, there's like 3 words on each page, and I need that. I'm working on giving myself what I need. Book 4. Halfway there. Book title that starts with The House in the Cerulean Sea. The 7-Year Slip. Probably gonna be that one. Yeah. I'm gonna do The 7-Year Slip. Oh, I should say, rewind. I should say what The Naturals is about. Okay, so 17-year-old Cassie Hobbs is a natural at reading people, piecing together the tiniest details. She can tell you who you are and what you want, but it's not a skill that she's ever taken seriously. That is until the FBI comes knocking. They've begun a classified program that uses exceptional teenagers to crack infamous cold cases, and they need Cassie. What Cassie doesn't realize is that there's more risk than a few unsolved homicides, especially when she's sent to live with a group of teens whose gifts are as unusual as her own. Soon it becomes clear that no one in the Naturals program is what they seem, and when a new killer strikes, danger looms close. Caught in a lethal game of cat and mouse with a killer, the Naturals are going to have to use all of their gifts just to survive. So there's 4 books in the series. This is just really resurfaced. It's the same authors, the Inheritance games, which I have not read yet. Apparently books 1 and 3 are amazing. So back to The 7-Year Slip. This is basically about this like couple who I think want, like, the woman might go back in time and she like meets her boyfriend before he knows her or something. So it's like one of them is 7 years in the future and one of them is 7 years in the past, and if that makes sense. Yeah, she moves into her late aunt's apartment and finds a strange man standing in the kitchen, a man with kind eyes, a southern drawl, and a taste for lemon pies, because he's the type of man who she would have fallen head over heels for, and she still might, except he exists in the past, 7 years in the past to be exact, and she quite literally lives 7 years in his future. Sure. So maybe it's not that they're a couple, I don't know. It's about these 2 people that like, there's time travel involved. It seems cute. Let's read it. That's what I get for not just reading the entire back of the cover. Okay, so that was book 4. This is book 5. Book published this year. Well, this was published this year and it was on my TBR last month and I didn't read it because it's so long, so I'm gonna try to avoid that. Oh, I would love to read A House Across the Lake. 2022! Damn it. I don't... Oh, Powerless maybe? Okay, Powerless was published this year, so this is definitely an option. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go with Powerless. The only reason I didn't want to read this right away was just, as I said, it's just like a little on the longer side, and I do want to read, yeah, it's like almost 500 pages. It seems like it moves pretty quickly though, and it sounds like the type of like political fantasy book that I'd be really into, and everyone is just absolutely raving about it, and I know the second one comes out soon-ish. So, the elites have possessed powers for decades, gifted to them by the plague, while those born ordinary are just that, banished from the kingdom of Ilia and shunned from society. Ilia. Does this have a map? Yes! I love maps. No one knows this better than Payton, gray and ordinary, posing as a psychic to blend in with the elites. When she unsuspectingly saves one of Ilia's princes, Kay Azar, she's thrown into the Purging Trials, a brutal competition showcasing the elite's powers. Sounds kind of like the Hunger Games a little bit, but kind of also different. If the trials and the opponents within them don't kill her, the prince she's fighting feelings for will discover what Payton really is, completely ordinary. So it's giving like top 1% and like the rest of the world, which I love. We have a nice, I'm liking the way the stack is looking so far. It's like very colorful but also dark and like some nice variety. I think it's a chic stack so far. Okay, so we have one more book for November. A book that is hyped. What's a book that's hyped on here? I feel like Red Rising has been hyped recently. Oh my god. Duh. This is very obvious to me. Happy Place. Emily Henry. I've read the other Emily Henry books. I've read Beach Read, I've read People Who Meet on Vacation, I've read Book Lovers. It's not that I don't like rom-coms. Actually, like Catherine Senner I really love, and like a few other authors. I don't know. Emily Henry, I really respect her, and people that are drawn to her stuff. Her books are usually like 3-4 star reads for me. My friend lent this to me and she was like, I really liked it, so you should give it a try. It's basically about this couple who, I feel like I've talked about this book on my channel so much because I just like keep putting it off. But it's about this couple who they basically broke up like 6 months ago, and they're in this friend group who's going on vacation, and they haven't told anyone in the friend group that they've broken up, so they have to pretend that they're still together on this vacation. So that sounds pretty harrowing. And it's short. It's like, I mean, well, actually it's almost 400 pages. Seems a little unnecessary, but. So we have our 6 books here. Again, I think it's a pretty chic looking stack. We have Happy Place by Emily Henry, When in Rome by Sarah Adams, My Dark Vanessa by Kate Elizabeth Russell, The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, which is the first in the series, The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston, and Powerless by Lauren Roberts. And I have to say, like, not only does this look like a fresh stack, but like I'm genuinely excited to read all of these. I think a lot of these have been pretty hyped. A lot of people just have amazing things to say about them, like booktubers that I actually like really trust their hyped opinions on. So I'm really looking forward to this. Yeah, if you've read any of these or you have any opinions, obviously don't give any spoilers, but let me know what you think. Or if I went by any other books that you recommend on my TBR cart, let me know. Yeah, I'm looking forward to sharing all the books I read in October later this week and letting you know what I think about these next month. Have a good week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!